Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the work. My guest today is Brandon, and I hope you love this podcast as much as I love working with Brandon. And welcome to the work. Hello, everyone. Those of you new, welcome you to this community. What we do here is we identify and question the thoughts that take up all the space, like fog and smog, that keep you from the understanding that you are not only part of something beautiful, you're that. What do I mean by fog and smog? It's like he this and she that and they this and I do that. I know that I know mind, that unquestioned mind that takes up all the space. But then there's guilt. There's guilt when we think, say, or do anything. We experience what we refer to as unhappiness, a lack of closeness, a kind of aloneness. And that's just off. You can feel the difference between joy and what I'm pointing to. So the short version is we identify and question the thoughts that cause everything that you may have heard when I was talking. And I'll just say the cause of suffering, cause of all suffering. And no one can give you this. I certainly can't. No one can give you this kind of information other than you looking to yourself. So that's what we do here. That's what we do here. I see hands up. Hands up. Brandon.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Brandon.
It's so good to finally meet you. I just love you and your work so much. It's been such a life changer for me. But I'm in the fog, Katie. I'm in the fog.
Yeah, in the fog. Okay, sweetie. So do you have that fog written down on paper?
Yeah, I have a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet, so I can.
Okay, so those of you new to the work, the worksheet is there are 6 questions on it. And so we see where the ego lands us sometimes in situations, you're sitting alone, you're alone in a room, or just walking, doing your morning walk, or standing in line at the grocery store. It's going on from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, the ego. So Brandon, what is the situation?
So I'm angry with Aubrey because she cheated on me, used my trauma to hurt me, and left me.
Oh, boy, what an Earth School teacher that Aubrey.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you call in some big teacher.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, she cheated on you. Used your trauma to hurt you. She cheated on you. So what is the situation in your mind's eye as you were filling in the worksheet?
With the cheating, it's been hard for me to say a yes or a no because we both have different experiences.
So we're only dealing with you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see where you were going with this. Yeah, I'm slow to catch up. Yeah, like her idea of cheating on you is your idea of cheating is not within her realm, potentially.
Yeah, I feel cheated on, and she didn't feel there was an actual clear agreement, and I felt there was a clear enough agreement.
Yes, so we're going to go there where you felt there was a clear agreement. That's where your head was. So be there now. She cheated on you. Is it true? Be there in that situation where you were believing it and give you now what you couldn't then. Maybe the yes stands, but open your mind and maybe it doesn't. So be there now. She cheated on you. Is it true? And those of you doing this work, he, she cheated on me right now, don't mess around with, well, the right thing to say is, no, she really didn't. It was just, no, 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 no. If this isn't, if these questions aren't met with authenticity, then you're right back where you started from. And don't expect your yes to change to no. Just open your minds and see what's there.
Yeah. So interesting. My mind went to this moment where I felt the agreement was made, where she said to me, I don't want to have sex with my ex-boyfriend. I want to be with you. And I said, okay. And then a week later it happened. But my mind was brought to her saying, I don't want to, not necessarily saying I'm not going to then.
Yeah.
But I don't want to now. And I want to be with you.
And did she cheat on you?
Yes.
Yeah. So now you're catching up with yourself. She had sex with him.
Yeah.
And it was very clear that that's not what you wanted in that conversation where she said, I don't want to have sex with him. And you were very clear.
I said, if you want that, I don't want to be with you. And she said, okay. So that was clear.
Okay. Okay. So yes, unless she's deaf. So notice in that situation, how did you react? What happened when you found out in the situation where you found out she cheated on you?
I froze and I instantly started telling myself that this isn't because of me. This isn't because I'm bad. I went into wanting to protect myself from the blow, but I felt devastated.
So you felt devastated.
Yeah.
And you tried to talk you out of it.
Yeah. Tried to talk me out of it.
Okay. So be there now. How did you find out? Is she telling you or?
We had a conversation and
in person or on the phone?
Over the phone on Zoom. And first she said nothing happened. And then the next day, she just omitted it. And then I felt relief. And then the next day she told me and then I froze and yeah.
Okay. So she told you, the next day she told you, so be there now. Notice how you react, what happened when you held she cheated on me.
Mm-hmm.
Now notice the images of the past that spontaneously came to your head. And all of you notice that. You can't stop those thoughts. It's ego play. No alcohol, no compulsive overeating, no other love affair, nothing. Those images that happen in your head, ego play. Okay? So what images happened in the moment she said, we had sex?
Mm-hmm. Well, flashes of them having sex. And then.
Not just flashes. They were just flashes.
Yeah.
But as you witnessed those, they weren't new to you. This is an old boyfriend of hers.
Yeah.
So as in those flashes, the emotional, as you witness the flashes, and it's so quick, it happens so quickly, you can't blame it on anything other than her.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, feeling it was panic and shock. And then it was, she's attacking me, feeling attacked or feeling, lied to, cheated on, maybe even flashes of other past relationships where that's happened, or even where I've done that. Just wanting to attack, wanting to defend and protect.
Yeah, and emotionally, where do you feel it? Physically?
In my solar plexus and heart, major, contraction.
And notice your shoulders and neck. And notice the personality you take on, the identity you take on. Was it the offended one? Was it
the victim, like victimized and like abandoned, left, not cared for.
Yeah. Now feel what that feels like and how familiar. Okay, so as you sit in the movie, the emotional, then this personality moves in, this wounded one. Okay, be there now, listening to her on the phone. Yes, she cheated on you. And be there now and listen without the thought, without those images running. Just listen. Get grounded where you are. Are you sitting or standing?
Yeah, sitting.
So sitting in that situation and hear her. Who would you be without the thought, she cheated on you? Those images running in your head. Get grounded and listen. Maybe that's someone you want to be with. Maybe it's not. This is just, sitting in the, what do we call it? The open mind, a rational mind, open mind.
Yeah. I guess I would just be seeing someone being honest about their experience.
So don't guess.
Yeah.
Get still in it.
Yeah, that's what I would see. I would see someone honestly sharing their experience.
So change the word, try the word experience someone as opposed to seeing someone. Experiencing some, I guess I would be experiencing someone.
Yeah. I'd be experiencing someone being honest with me.
Gosh, I'm going way out on a limb here, but I just can't help it. Experiencing someone that just can't help it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was, she even shared that, a week later, like her acting because she wanted to feel a sense of safety and security from men, which has been in her past with her relationship with her dad. And she was able to tell me more about what was behind that, this pattern that she's had.
So you're sitting with a friend. Yeah, sitting with a friend, being with a friend. Who would you be without the movie running? Just sitting with a friend on the phone that wants to be loyal, devoted, and isn't able to.
Yeah, I guess I'd feel more compassion. And I wouldn't pull my love away.
Yeah, better to know who you're with. The more you know them, the more you love them, and the more you understand if you want a relationship with devotion, or maybe it doesn't mean that much to you after all, but to know yourself. Yeah. Now notice how you treat her when you think the thought in that situation, she cheated on me. The tone
so bad.
Voice, your attitude.
It's hate. It's hate. It's attacking. It's wanting to make her guilty, wanting to make her feel the shame of it.
Yeah.
Make her wrong.
So
pull away.
She's not devoted to me, turned around. I'm not
devoted to her. Yeah. And you said the word devoted, and that was like our agreement in the beginning was that we're in a context to be devoted to truth together. And that's how we're serving each other. That was like our primary agreement.
So who's doing the better job of devotion, her or you, in that situation? Just noticing.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, so just be there.
Like in the sense of her being truthful to her experience and just
Must take a lot of courage. She used trauma to hurt me, turned around, I used
trauma to hurt her.
I used my trauma to hurt her. Now notice how far-reaching, how familiar that is to your life. I use my trauma to hurt her, to hurt blank.
Mm.
I mean, trauma is bad enough, but the ego would take it and use it.
Yeah.
It's that trauma is important to the ego. It is pure ego.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I've used my trauma as a reason to justify things in past relationships. Oh, that was just my trauma. Do it again. Then that. Yeah. And then used her trauma as well, against her. Want to make her feel bad.
You're describing trauma. It's how traumas, it's why we call them trauma. They're just repeated and in many disguises just to keep it safe. The ego, boy, its life depends on it.
Yeah.
It's a parent life. I love we have a way to meet trauma and deal with it with unconditional love. It's the only thing I know that, even that can begin to touch trauma. Self-love, and I use my trauma to hurt her. That's the opposite of self-love for you. It leaves you with guilt and then justifying it, and then guilt, and then justifying.
Yeah. That's been it.
The ego cycle.
I think where I go is if it's really true that that she was more devotional in that moment to what was true, and then I feel like I really did lose someone or something that could have been or was really good, and there's part of that has been hard to accept.
Trauma bonding.
Yeah.
She did hers, now you're doing yours. What a dance. Let's get married.
I mean, we wanted to get married in the first 2 months of meeting each other, so it's pretty textbook.
Okay, my heart. Let's look at 2.
I want Aubrey to apologize for making choices to intentionally hurt me, own her trauma, and stop being so fake and avoidant. I want her to feel the pain and shame of her choices.
So when she had sex with him, she did it to hurt you.
Well, she shared with me, she says, I knew this would probably hurt you, and I felt I needed to do it anyway. For me to figure something out about this relationship. And
so the same question, she did it to hurt you.
Yeah.
Is it true? I'm hearing she needed to figure something out.
Yeah, no, it's not true.
Notice how you react when you think that thought. She's talking, she's sharing with what you just shared with us. She did it to hurt you. She had sex with him to hurt you, to intentionally hurt you. Is that what she said? Or is that what you were thinking over her words?
That's what I was thinking over her words.
And notice how you react when you think the thought, she had sex with him because she wanted to hurt me.
Yeah, I just want to hurt her back.
You know, sweetie, she may even believe she did it to hurt you. I mean, and I'm not getting she did it to hurt you at all when I'm hearing your words and what she was saying.
Yeah.
This is so important. You know, all of you, let's just take a little time out. Think of a time you said or did something you didn't want to say. Locate that time and place where you said or did something you didn't want to say or do. Have you found it, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now consider, those of you meditators, you know how to get still, and anyone can get still sometime in your life. Okay? So get really still and get in touch with, just before you said what you said or did what you did, get in touch with what you were thinking and believing just prior to saying or doing what you said or did. And when you consider what you were thinking and believing just prior to what you said or did you have a choice? Find the place where you had no choice when you consider what you were thinking and believing just before you said what you said or did what you did. How you doing, Brandon? Did you find the place?
Yeah. There was a moment where I asked Aubrey if she was feeling closed off, and she said no, and I felt like she was lying. And she left the room, kind of in defense, and then I had the thought, uh-oh, she's lying about something. There's more. I need to know in order to feel safe, in order to feel okay. I need to know if there's more. And so I walked out and said something I didn't mean. I said, now you're just acting like a victim to me. And she got really upset.
So you had no choice.
Yeah, I felt like I had no choice. Yeah.
So feeling like it is different than understanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You either had a choice or you didn't.
Yeah, I had no choice.
And I would love that you all understand that it's only that. So are we guilty? Yes, we said what we said and we did what we did, but are we guilty? When you hear the term ego driven, it's not, oh, I was ego driven. Ego driven. It's a dream. To wake up to the dream is the end of ego power, which is false to begin with. Just catching up with what is immovable in your nature. And this may be taking it a stretch, but not for some of you. No harm, no foul. That understanding, we don't run rampant like psychopaths. We become kinder, more aware, understanding. And those of you that found what you were believing just before you said what, and saw no choice, you can see it because just sitting in that practice is by nature you coming home. The privilege of seeing beyond the faults. This beautiful world. No one guilty. We're asleep. And what we all share equally is wisdom. That's immovable. The heart, wisdom, goodness. Goodness isn't going to fight against. Wisdom doesn't do war. So to understand oneself is the end of war with the self, is the end of war in your world. And this is an amazing world. It's a beautiful world. It's a perfect world. Some of you heard me say often that this world is heaven. But what we're thinking and believing about heaven could use a little work. We're not here to suffer. There's no cause for suffering here. This ego's fight to exist can't touch it. Nothing real about it. It's a dream. And she's your dream for all you know. We're seeing your dream of her, and we're watching you wake up to the dream, and it's interesting, it's fascinating, it's ongoing. There's nothing more. Oh, you guys, buy the app. It's 99 cents. Buy the work app. Buy the work app, please. Buy the work app. 99 cents. Okay, just standing in line, got a few minutes. You want her to own her trauma. Notice how you react toward her when you believe the thought that you want her to own her trauma.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to be right. I try to prove her wrong. I spend a lot of time analyzing her, being in her business, as you'd say.
Yeah, ways to attack.
Yeah.
Ways to point out her guilt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it can look like just such kindness and support. It goes from everything from there to violent, like pointing the finger.
Yeah, it's been all of that for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Taking care of that trauma. Personal trauma. Okay, my heart. I want her to own her trauma. Turned around, I don't want her to.
I don't want her to own her trauma.
So now just listen to her and drop that it's all about you. I don't want her to own her trauma. So get still and just listen. Have mercy.
Yeah.
Listen.
It brought me to this moment when she told me that she had sex with her ex right after. Immediately she said, and I don't feel guilty about it. And now going there without wanting her to own her trauma, even though that ended up not being true in her experience, I could not make that mean something about me and not want that to be different than it is, if that was true for her in that moment.
Notice how you had her buttons and it worked. And then she said, I slept with him.
Her buttons?
What you said and your attitude when you came back, the way you pushed her, what you shared it with us, the way you pushed her, and then she admitted it.
Yeah. Yeah, a week of pushing her to tell the truth about the trauma and own it and like yelling at her until she's fine. Okay, there was trauma involved. I spent every day wanting her to admit that she did feel guilty until she did.
And then she gets whatever punishment you mete out there so lovingly and so wisely and maturely. And it's just reenacting the trauma.
Yeah.
You want her to own her trauma. Turned around. We've looked at, I don't want her to own her trauma.
I want to own my trauma.
Yeah, the trauma of just pushing her to admit it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I know I had an intuition, a gut feeling. And if I want to be with someone that's honest or wants to share that with me, then I can be with them, or I don't have to. But I was trying to force her to be, what I wanted her to be, that was in line with what I felt was true.
Yeah. Forcing, another word would be manipulating.
Manipulating, yeah. Yeah.
So I want me to own my trauma in that situation, the trauma that would force anyone to give up what they're not ready to give up.
Yeah.
And if you knew it so well, you didn't need her to tell you.
Right.
And I would try that on.
Yeah, I didn't need her to tell me. I don't need her to own her trauma.
I'll leave that one. It's a little tricky, but you have your way in there, and that's a beautiful thing. God, I'm just going to say it again. It's like you could call her. I'm not suggesting that you do. Just call her and say, I want to apologize to you. I felt like there was something more, and rather than just being with you and trusting you, I forced it. I manipulated you and took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And then took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And I'm sincerely sorry for that. I hurt both of us. And not my words for certain, because this is yours. You have your own language, your own truth, your own words, but in my world, there's nothing more beautiful than transparency.
Yeah.
But when we're coming from ego, we don't even know what that is. We just think, oh, she's transparent. I'll just, In that situation, you want her to feel the pain of her choices. Is it true?
No.
It sounds like you did.
Oh, then, yes, I did.
In that situation?
In that situation, yeah, I did.
I want her to feel the pain of her choices. So go from that place where you did.
Yeah, I did.
And now see if you drop down again, you're more aware. Is it true you want her to feel the pain of her choices?
No.
No.
I feel guilty when I believe that I want that.
Yeah. So that's the why. And notice how you treat her when you think the thought, I want her to feel the pain of her choices, and you push her.
Push her, and then, when I processing with friends, it's like, this story is shared in a certain way where they see her as bad or wrong, even if it's subtle. It's like, I want people to agree with me to make her bad or wrong.
So you manipulate the way people see her.
Mm-hmm.
So you're attacking her identity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want her to own her trauma. Turned around.
I want me to own my trauma.
Yeah. So what might that look like? We're witnessing you own your trauma. That's amazing. If you can do it here in this community, you can do it in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, I could share where my intention with the conversations that I've had with certain people and where that was coming from, and share what I see now in more in truth, or it's just seeing it clearly. And I could share that.
Yeah. It might look like, what I said the other day, I way exaggerated. And she's so cool. And I don't know if she puts up with me. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Writing our wrongs, which is another way of saying taking back the breadcrumbs like that we leave in life, and and starting over.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than dragging the trauma with us. Yeah. You want her to feel the pain of her choices. We looked at that. Let's look at what advice would you offer her? Number 3 on the worksheet.
Aubrey should see how she was manipulative and cruel in our relationship and not blame my anxiety for her withholding of affection and love. She should own that she cheated on me and have compassion for how her choices affect others.
Okay, so now let's try that on. Is it true that she should see how she was manipulative and true and cruel?
Mm-hmm.
She should see that she was manipulative and cruel. Is it true? And doesn't it assume that she doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
Does it assume that she doesn't?
Well, there were moments where she was able to see that and own and apologize to me for where she felt manipulative and cruel. So in some way, yes, because she did do that.
Wow.
In a lot of ways, she did.
Yeah.
And in the ways that I think that she should or is not, no, I can't know that she should.
Let's turn the whole thing around and just try it on as advice to yourself in that situation and read number 3, turned around to yourself. In that situation, I should
see how manipulative and cruel in our relationship I was in our relationship.
On the phone.
And on the phone. And not blame her anxiety for my withholding of affection and love.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
So read it again.
Yeah.
Turnarounds, they show us how to live our life. They don't make sense if we don't question them first, It's just turns into another should in life, or another shouldn't in life, another ego guilt trip.
Yeah.
But you have said in these, you've seen clearly. So in that situation, and read it again, slowly take it in. This is advice to yourself. It came right out of your head. And the world can't live these things if you can't. So it really does begin with you, or we're just throwing out bigotry.
Yeah. I should see how I was manipulative and cruel in our relationship and not blame.
And keep it on the phone.
Oh, right. On the phone.
In my relationship with her on the phone.
Right.
The ego wants it to be the whole thing. No.
Yeah.
Stay anchored in that phone conversation.
Yeah. I should see how I was manipulative and cruel on the phone and not blame her anxiety for my withholding of affection and love.
Okay. So the next time it comes up, if you're not at peace with it, it's another worksheet, and a little more advice for her will support your life.
I think there's a moment on the phone where I collapsed into the hurt and the sadness and was like so just such a intense emotional experience. I look back now and I go, okay, on some level, that emotional experience, being that upset, could have been a way, or is a way, of ensuring that she doesn't do it again.
That's amazing.
And feels like that was bad. Like, if I'm hurt this bad, then it won't happen again. And the word cruel, when I read the word cruel, I was thinking, how was I cruel on that call? And I had no choice. I couldn't even see that until now. But yeah.
So now compassion for him.
Yeah.
For that one, for that old you. God, honey, that is, we really are the cause of our own suffering. No one can cause my suffering. What I'm thinking and believing, that's the cause of my suffering. Oh, sweetie, compassion for that guy, for that dear. She shouldn't blame your anxiety for withholding affection and love. Is it true?
No.
Turned around, she should.
She should. She should blame my anxiety for withholding her affection and love. Yeah. That's, in her words, at times, that was the reason. I know there's a deeper reason, but that was the reason at times.
Yeah, so she pretty much, she gets you. And so often we're the last to know. The ego's defenses are so honed in to hold that identity of I'm the victim. And it's her fault.
Yeah, it's like, I'm anxious. I need your love. And I'm not going to give you love because I can't give it to you anyway. So being a very direct teacher.
I can't give you love. Why? Because I can't.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. And there's no one that doesn't love. It's just the ego just doesn't sleep. It would just.
Yeah. I'm just signing her up for the impossibility, Hey, just do this impossible thing for me, please.
Yeah. So continue to turn the shoulds and shouldn'ts around in that situation.
I shouldn't see how I was manipulative and cruel on our phone call. And I shouldn't blame my anxiety.
How did you write it?
I wrote it, Aubrey should. I'm doing that. Yeah, Aubrey. Okay, so Aubrey should see how she was manipulative and cruel in our relationship and not blame my anxiety.
So Aubrey
shouldn't see.
Aubrey should.
Aubrey should see how she was manipulative and cruel in our relationship. How I was cruel. Aubrey should see how I was manipulative and cruel in our relationship and not blame her anxiety. Oh, and blame her anxiety.
Blame her anxiety.
Mm. And blame her anxiety for withholding affection and love. Yeah.
That's Aubrey.
Wow. I think I can't know her experience, but I feel like that is so what's happening. I think she does see this. And I feel like she does blame herself or some of it.
It's pretty
her anxiety. Yeah.
You've said as much.
Yeah.
Earlier when we first began.
Yeah.
Read another should or shouldn't.
Aubrey should own that she cheated on me and have compassion for how her choices affect others. So Aubrey shouldn't own that she cheated on me and shouldn't have compassion for her choices and how they affect others.
Yeah, she wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And in that situation, read the should again or shouldn't.
Aubrey shouldn't own that she cheated on me and shouldn't have compassion for how her choices affect others.
So how would you turn that around to yourself? Just the way you've written it.
Yeah, I should own that I cheated on me and have compassion for my choices and how they affect others.
Yeah. How they affect Aubrey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how they affect you.
Yeah. Yeah. I cheated on me so much in that relationship. I mean, on the phone call, I'll keep it there. By believing that thought and going into that reaction with some agenda to change her and have her feel hurt.
And notice, those images of her with him, just in some ways just running this.
Yeah. Yeah. Weeks of nightmares and all, just fueling all of it.
And I've so often said ego's favorite food is comparison. Now notice how he is always a better lover, better looking, funnier, like the way you compare the two of you.
Yeah, I compare him and he has more clarity right now in his life and direction than I do. And I feel there's like a comparison or judgment, jealousy.
Now notice the two of them having sex that was in your head when she said she cheated on you. And it was before that too on the phone. But notice when you compare you physically with him, how you always come up short. And if it's not his physical looks, other attributes where you always come up short.
Yeah, it's like their enduring friendship and compassion for each other. And that's it. Primarily their humor, shared humor.
Now, when you look at the two of you, if you really loved her, which one would you want for her?
Jamie, her ex.
This is a big dose.
Yeah.
It sure goes beyond the physical. And notice that image in your head and the way the ego compares, how you just always come out short. It'll throw you way up there as superior with your trauma bonding, for example, and then just throw it to the wall.
Yeah.
Because he is this and you're just that.
Yeah. I'm just getting now the effort for me to be someone to Aubrey, teach her further along in the work. And that kind of feeling of wanting to feel a little superior, to feel valuable and in control, immediately feeling inferior from believing those thoughts, and then seeing him as a mirror of that, and her as well.
And so competing with him, you're not actually competing with him. You're competing with the him as your ego offers him up in your mind's eye to be. So it's there's no way to win. You're going to lose. You're going to lose it.
Yeah. He's the image of what my ego wants me to be, that I'll always be short of, and there'll always be another image.
As long as you're in rapture with the ego and what it's offering up, meaning attached to what isn't and can never be valid. Those of you new to the work, meaning, life is either remembered or anticipated. So even life is imagined. Life as we understand it to be. And what we're doing here is waking up to our true nature, that immovable. I mean, when you look at this, it's just, the baseline is the ego doesn't know how to love, but it doesn't mean you don't love. And you show us that very clearly. Let's look at 4 on the worksheet.
I need Aubrey to apologize, accept me as I am, want to be in my life, and admit that she was just as responsible for the relationship struggles and its ending as I was. I want her to come clean with anything she has held from me and trying to protect me, which is really her trying to protect herself from her own guilt.
You need her to apologize to you. Is it true? For you to be happy?
No.
You need her to apologize to you.
No.
For having sex with him, she said she wouldn't. You need her to apologize to you. Is it true? No. I'm not hearing that would make you happy.
She did apologize for not considering me more, but not for the act. And that's what I have been holding on to, is feeling I need that.
Yeah. Even sex, as it's happening, every movement and feeling, everything is either remembered or anticipated. The ego owns everything in this fake world, meaning the world as we believe it to be.
But you're saying the apology would be be apologizing for a fantasy, in a sense.
Your own.
My own fantasy. I'm wanting her to apologize to relieve myself from my own fantasy.
Of her with him.
Of her with him.
Yeah, so we get angry with people that don't support us in fixing our heads. You require that they change their lives. But that doesn't change our heads.
Yeah, notice that.
Yeah. Oh, honey. So let's turn it around. In that situation, for me to be happy, I need me.
I need me to apologize, to me, or to apologize to her and accept her as she is.
Yeah, to be happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean you don't part ways. It doesn't mean that you're not like so close for all the days of your lives. It doesn't, for me to be happy, I need me.
Yeah.
And they put you on it. To be happy, I need.
To be happy, I need to apologize to me and accept me as I am. Yeah, apologize to me for believing that I needed her apology or her to be different than she is for me to be okay or to accept myself.
To apologize for your reaction toward her.
Yeah.
When you were believing the thoughts.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I need you to be different for my reaction to be different. Yeah, that's painful. As I just hold on to the reaction and reenact it over and over.
And when you were looking at what you were thinking and believing, that was the cause of the way you reacted. Cause and effect and duality. Any other needs that we didn't look at?
I need her to admit that she was just as responsible for the relationship struggles and ending as I was.
Can never be. No one has the power to be the cause of my suffering. There's something way off with that.
Mm-hmm.
If that were so, there'd be no opportunity for freedom.
Mm.
It's what we're thinking and believing that is the cause of our suffering, what we're thinking and believing about her, about ourselves. And the ego.
That's what I'm kind of pointing at, is like her. I want her to admit that her thinking and believing, just as much as mine, was responsible for the struggles and the ending of our relationship versus it being mine.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's a saint. But when you look at what you're thinking and believing, there's no way you can get in touch with that.
Yeah.
There's no one in my world that is not a saint. Meaning there's no one in this world that is not my teacher.
Mm.
So my ego believes and I question it the way that you've shown us so clearly here today, sweetheart. And the authenticity and integrity that meet these questions wake us up from that dream. The only way out is in my experience, and we're just contacting what never moves, and that is our authentic self. So to be happy, I don't need.
Yeah, to be happy, I don't need her to admit that she was responsible for the relationship struggles and its ending.
Yeah. To be happy, I need me too.
Yeah, to be happy, I need to admit I was responsible for the relationship struggles.
I need me to admit to her.
I need me to admit to her that I was responsible for the relationship struggles and ending as it was.
Yeah, your part in it.
Yeah. Yeah. My struggles, yeah.
Yeah, the things you said, the things you did, and when you're ready, just I need me to come clean with my part in that conversation. and to responsibly admit, my part, not exaggerate, not to make small of or larger than, just, sit in this worksheet until you're able to do it. And I just don't see you're going to have a problem with it. It's just so sweet to sit with you and your courage. Okay, sweetie, let's look at 5. I would go back over this worksheet on the other side of our time together, because we miss so much in our limited time here. This worksheet it's so full and written so beautifully, honey.
Yeah, thank you, Katie. I will do that.
Okay.
Aubrey is a judgmental bitch, a manipulative liar, and someone who uses her body and sex to get what she wants. She uses others and lets them use her to feel safe, loved, and get her needs met, and to get taken care of so she can avoid her life.
Okay. So she's in that situation. She's a judgmental bitch. Is it true? And those of you doing this work, don't say, oh no, it was all me. No. She's a judgmental bitch. Is it true? It's either, it's true or it's not.
In that situation, no.
She's a manipulative liar. Is it true? Did she manipulate you? Where did she lie? Where did she manipulate? She's a manipulative liar. Is it true?
Well, she did lie on that call.
Manipulative liar. She wasn't very convincing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, as it turns out, listening to it, she just was not that convincing. It's not as though she doesn't know you know her.
Yeah.
And I'm getting that she feels pretty, very close to you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. To venture in with the dance and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of fear.
Yeah.
She's someone who uses her body and sex to get what she wants. That's just extraordinary. Look at who you're dating.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's who you believe, or let's say believed her to be. Look who you're wanting to be loyal.
Yeah. And we had conversations where she admitted that to me, and why her and I were able to continue to get really honest was because we were meeting these really intense parts of ourselves together. And yeah.
So, yes, she's someone who uses her body and sex to get what she wants. And, how can I? It's like it going in, and then you punish it when you see it. It's just it's like a one-man show. And people are our victim.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so true. Yeah, because I had moments in the beginning where I felt that, and we talked about it, and I kind of, oh, well, at least I know. So she's honest. So maybe that'll change.
Yeah, but that doesn't take care of judgmental bitch.
Right.
So there's some work to do here too. Yeah. And also judgmental bitch, manipulative liar, they're wonderful people to save.
Mm-hmm.
The ego go, I'll straighten her out. Oh my, the ego, it'll go. There's just no limit to its arrogance.
I guess I've also seen the complete opposite in her too.
Sure.
Where she's been so truthful with me and so loving towards me and my process in ways that I've never experienced too. So it was this both.
I think that well, speaking for myself, that's how I've seen her all the way through, is someone that could just get so intimate with you and so trusting and both of you. It's quite a venture that you've.
Yeah, we could cry in joy and love and God for hours, and then have these experiences too.
Yeah. And I just, I think of the two of you and how meaningful it might be to continue. And this is just one more little, just one more little beautiful thing on the path together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the people you date, the people each of you date, don't have to ever, it's even beside the point. And who knows where it'll take the two of you.
Yeah.
So in that situation, I am a judgmental.
In that situation, I am a judgmental bitch, a manipulative liar, and someone who uses my body and sex to get what I want. Yeah. Yeah. And
someone who uses my arrogance and advantage of taking advantage of my spirituality to hide things that hide insecurities up to you. Hide insecurities, hide fears, hide agendas. That's a big plate of stuff. Yeah. It's beautiful once we know how to deal with them. Yeah. And awareness is what shifts it. Yeah. And I look at the manipulative liar part, and it's like my reaction, and then that whole next week of manipulating her to get her to admit, so I feel justified and good. That the lying is that I think that I need that. The manipulation is me trying to force her into that. And then the judgmental bitch is how much I hated her and had every name in the book for her that I had in my head. Yeah, there's some expression like we what is it? If it comes, I'll share it. But it's like we killed our teachers. In our heads, we take something beautiful, and the ego just find every reason that we're the superior and that's the inferior, and I'm here to teach them, and haven't learned myself that I'm like the all and all of the entire thing. We really can't know another human being. It's enough just to understand ourselves. Yeah. And in that, the whole world shifts, and everyone in it. Yeah. And all the people we love, we were right in that. Yeah. And we clear away all of the flaws. We do this work, and the flaws on other people disappear. And as they fall away on us, it's an equal measure. Yeah. And I use sex. I use my body and sex to get what I want. So what do you use in that situation? Your mind and your... Well, in that situation, my mind
what I think is right or moral.
And your spirituality.
Or true, my spirituality. But even in our relationship, I used my body and sex to get her and to keep her. And yeah.
Okay, so that's really something to sit in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the gift of a healthy sexual life that it seems you've been given like a healthy, vital body, comfortable in yourself, and then to use it in a way that is unhealthy just isn't a match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's look at 6.
I don't ever want someone cheating, lying, name calling, and using me in exchange for safety and security. I never want to experience someone leaving me with nothing to say and cutting me off completely.
I'm willing to
have someone cheat, lie, name call, and use me in exchange for safety and security.
Because if that comes up and this mind that you've been looking at in our time together, it starts to show its face again. You know, it's a worksheet. So that's the beautiful thing about life. You know, it comes at us and these questions wake us up. So I look forward to
someone cheating, lying, name calling, and using me in exchange for safety and security.
Yeah. Yeah. And did you use her for safety and security?
Well, Katie, I was 2 months out of a 3.5-year relationship, and wanted someone there.
That would be a big yes.
That's a big yes.
Oh, honey, thank you.
And I cheated in a way, emotionally, connecting with other women towards the end in a way that I considered it, and told her, and we had a whole conversation about it, but I lied, and I did call her names. Yeah.
Well, your amends, when you look at these, you know, how you react when you believe the thought, amends to both of you. Yeah. You've named it specifically all the way through, and yeah. And living amends, like when it comes up in your life again internally, and living amends. Honey, I love that so much. This life of leaving breadcrumbs and being aware of it and picking them up by going back and making it right where I can. Thank you doesn't quite get it, but thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time at homewithbk.com. Let's do the work.